Guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the 7 best, in my opinion, contemporary brands out there for handbags. I know there's like so many different brands coming out right now with the rise of like quiet luxury and like minimalism. So I feel like I just wanted to really focus on 7 of my favorite personally. I also feel like a lot of people right now are trying not to overspend on luxury and instead, focus those funds on some other things, some other goals, things that maybe makes a little bit more sense, because let's be honest, like, doesn't make that much sense. So because of that, I feel like people are looking to contemporary brands to give them good quality bags without breaking the bank. So I figured we'd gather a couple of my favorite, 7 to be exact, and talk about them today. If you guys want to know which 7 contemporary brands I feel like you should check out this year, then please just keep on watching. But wait, you already know what I'm going to say. If you're not already subscribed, explain yourself. I post on Wednesdays and on Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I feel like you're going to be here when I do. If you like luxury, you like handbags, you like fashion, you like contemporary brands, you like fashion, I feel like it's definitely where you're gonna want to be. So you should subscribe if you're not already, and you should follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. It's just the K Danger. I post every single day over there. Every day is a reel, outfit of the day, some randomness on stories. We post a lot over there, okay? It's a lot. We post a lot, so you should definitely follow me over there if you're not already. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into the video. The first brand I will say is probably a little bit obvious. I feel like everybody who makes this type of video always mentions this specific brand, and that's gonna be Canon. I would say this is probably in my top 3. I'm not playing favorites, but I would say this is definitely in my top 3. If you are on the market for something that is quiet luxury, you want something that doesn't scream any brand, definitely go for Canon. Let me move over real quick. I'm just gonna scooch. They have so many different styles of bags, and all of them are just so elegant and classic and classy. None of them feel really dated, and none of them are like screaming out Canon. The price points are amazing. Every single bag on the website is less than $500, so the price point is good, man. I just moved the camera a little bit, so I'm sorry if it looks a little different. Personal favorites are gonna be the numero 9, which I think is 9. I'm not even 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 9. The numero 10, which I think is 10, or is it D? Is the X silent? I don't know, man. I speak Spanish. I don't speak French. And I also really like the numero 1, which I know is obviously 1. So I really think that there are some good styles here. I really love the fact that they come out with micro bags recently, and they are so freaking adorable. They have so many different colors. I feel like they do really focus on neutrals in general. So if you are kind of that quiet luxury aesthetic, you like your browns, your beiges, your grays, that is a color. I feel like this is definitely a brand that you want to check out if you're on the market for a contemporary bag. The next one is going to be Demelier. Now this is a brand that I've only recently heard of, and I have to say, the bags are cute, man. The bags are cute. I really love the crossbody bag, which is called the Vancouver. I know that's like their main bag, but it looks just like an Hermes Constance bag, or like even a Celine Triomphe bag. But the logo, like the hardware on the front, is just like a little bit different. I feel like this is a really good option if you want this kind of like crossbody messenger type bag. This way you don't have to break the bank. I mean, especially if you're like me, I feel like the Triumph does not look right on me. This one is a little bit more square, so maybe the proportions on this one would be a little bit better. Their price points are a little like a little bit higher than Canon. I would say pretty much everything on their site sits at around $500, but it's not like cut off at $500. But still, the price point there is good. That's a good price point. I feel like for leather bags nowadays, you really can't get anything under like $2,000, $3,000, obviously if you're looking at a luxury house. And the fact that you don't have to like sacrifice looks in some of these brands is kind of a big deal. So I'm going to be linking all of the brands in the description box just in case you guys want to check out any of the sites. But there is just something in this list, I think, for everybody. Number 3 is going to be a fan favorite. Obviously, everybody knows Coach. It's been around for so long. I very clearly remember when I was younger, my mom would buy Coach bag upon Coach bag upon Coach bag, and like I was always at the store with her. I was like really into it because my mom was really into it. So for me, Coach holds a special place in my heart. But I have to say, they've had a resurgence recently, and I am all about new Coach, okay? Obviously, everybody knows the tabby bag, or even the pillow tabby. If you haven't heard of this bag, I don't know where you've been, but this had like such a spike in popularity recently. They have the Sammy top handle, which is another like really like gorgeous structured bag, but they've also recently been coming out with some really cute like funky bags. They have a bag that's shaped like a fish. They have a bag that's shaped like a heart, very similar to the Chanel heart bag. So seriously, they've been stepping up their game. You cannot deny this. Similar to Pauline, I would say that the price point for Coach is pretty much under $500 for any of their bags. I also feel like it's very easy to find something on their website that would match with you, that would fit your style, because they do have such a variety of pieces. They have things with the Coach monogram, so if that's your kind of style, you like a monogram, they have that for you. But if you don't, if you like something a little bit more quiet, they also have things that are not like necessarily quiet. I wouldn't say they're quiet, but they're definitely not screaming. The logo is a lot smaller and it's not like an actual monogram. So if you're on the market for a contemporary bag, I mean, like, don't rule out Coach, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Next up on the list is gonna be Brandon Blackwood. I feel like I'm probably the last luxury YouTuber, like, in the history of life itself to ever mention Brandon Blackwood, because everybody talks about it all the time. I've seen it on pretty much everyone's channel. This is a very well-known brand. I am just talking about it for the first time right now. But I will say there is a lot being offered on the Brandon Blackwood website, okay? Their prices also sit at around $500, which is like incredible. They have so many different styles. I feel like the Kendrick trunk is probably their most popular piece, and that comes in so many different variations, my guy. So many different variations. So really, there's infinity choices when it comes to this bag, okay? But they have the Quincy bag, which I also think is really cute. They have so many different options. And again, the price point is really good. But for a brand that's offering real leather products and is actually a well-known brand, like, it's pretty recognizable. If you see somebody with that Kendrick trunk, like, you know what that is, you know that's a Brandon Blackwood bag. I feel like this is really such a good way to go. I feel like the quality on these bags is definitely there, and I love the fact that the Kendrick trunk is like such a like hard, almost like a petite mal type of bag, but the price difference is ridiculous. It's insane. So definitely check out Brandon Blackwood. Next on my list is another personal favorite of mine. I would say this is in the top 3 along with Pauline. This is gonna be Cult Gaia. Now, I don't know if this even counts really as contemporary. I have like a couple that I'm not sure if they really count as contemporary, but their price points are all doing what they need to do. But yet they make some of the most intricate, beautiful, incredible designs that I've ever seen. I actually did purchase a Cult Gaia handbag. I will link that unboxing right up here. It was a fail because the one that I purchased was in like acrylic, so it broke before it came, but watch the unboxing so you can see the whole shebang. But I do think that they have so many different options. Their clutches are so incredible. Like, they give me Judith Lieber without Judith Lieber price tags, okay? I love the EOS clutch. I don't know if it's EOS. I mean, EOS is like the ball lip balm, right? So it's probably EOS. I also love the bubble clutch, which I think is a newer style for them. The Nala clutch I actually almost recently bought in gold. It is so gorgeous. You could just tell, like, the craftsmanship is there. Like, it looks like this takes time to make, and it's just giving me everything it needs to give me. Again, I don't know if this really counts as a contemporary brand, but considering that all the price points are under $500, I feel okay mentioning it. Or I guess they're not all under $500, but they're around the $500 mark. For my second to last pick, I chose Mulberry. Now, for me, Mulberry is not really contemporary when it comes to price. Their prices pretty much sit at around $1,000 each bag. I mean, there are some that are less, some that are more, but that's kind of the average price at Mulberry. So that is a little bit higher than some of the bags that we've been talking about. But hear me out. The bags are gorgeous from Mulberry. The Alexa bag has been calling my name. Okay, Handbagaholic has one, and it's just like every time I see her holding it up in like that bright green color, I drool. Deb from Wild Unfiltered also has like the most beautiful magenta, like fuchsia pink color, and I can't pretend like I don't want one of these bags so bad, okay? It's a gorgeous bag, but they obviously have other bags. They have like the Bayswater, they have like that softy bag that I think Handbagaholic also has. So they really have a lot to offer. And yes, their price points are a little bit higher, but I don't feel like Mulberry is really considered contemporary. I think they're considered more luxury. So not that the label really matters, like contemporary luxury, like who gives a crap? But I do feel like Mulberry, since they've been around for so long, they've created such a name for themselves that it's probably granted that they would have a little bit higher of a price point. So I think you need to check out Mulberry, all right? Don't just wash over Mulberry like it's nothing. It's something. It's something. And my final pick is actually a brand that you've heard me speak about on more than one occasion, okay? You've heard me talk about how much I personally do not like their bags, and I personally will not be purchasing their bags. And that is still true. However, I don't think that we should overlook Jacquemus, okay? I know that they're technically considered luxury. I know that at least people in the luxury space consider this to be a luxury brand, but the price point is less than Mulberry. It's pretty much under $1,000 for all of their bags. Not all of them, but like majority of Jacquemus bags are gonna be under $1,000. And I feel like even though this is a very trendy brand, and I feel like the trend is maybe just taking a little bit of a dip, because they were at the tippity top of their game for like the last 2 years. So right now I guess things are coming down a little bit, but they have some silhouettes that are not so trendy that you can definitely get away with wearing these in like 3 years time, 5 years time, and you're not gonna look outdated. I will say, if you're gonna get the chiquito, like that's gonna look outdated. Okay, that's just my opinion. If you love it and in 3 years you still love it, you still wanna wear it, you should definitely do that. I always recommend that you buy what you want, wear what you want. Who gives a shit what anyone has to say? However, if you want something that is not so 2021, 2022, I feel like they have a lot of styles for you. They have the Bambino, which I think is really, really cute. They have that new like clutch style that Cassie Thorpe just unboxed. I'll link her unboxing up here. So really, if you want something that's like really stylish and something that's like really gonna add something to your outfit, I think Jacquemus is definitely one to look at. So those are the 7 contemporary brands that I think we should look at in 2023. What do you guys think about my picks? Let me know in the comments. Do you have any contemporary brands that you think are better? I know like Kate Spade and Tory Burch are also very popular brands, but if I'm not mistaken, those brands are more marketed in the States than they are pretty much anywhere else. So I didn't really want to mention those today, but let me know what you guys thought in the comments. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there. And that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Also, excuse my teeth. I just ate half a Fruity Pebbles donut. So if you see that, might be